moved out of state and shit that went left. She seeking for...
What's up, YouTube? My name's Kenny and I'm coming back at you guys with another video. But before we get into this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and turn on those post notifications if you are new. And before you do that, make sure you subscribe, because that's gonna allow you to be notified and also be basically subscribed to my channel so you guys can watch the most recent and up-to-date uploads. So today's story, you guys, is about how from in 6th grade I was diagnosed with a disease and how I overcame that from 6th grade all the way to my senior year of high school and became a college athlete, playing at the highest level. Today, you guys, the story's gonna start in 6th grade. It all started when I was going to school. I'm a healthy kid. I was never really a kid who was not healthy. I didn't get sick a lot. I wasn't one of those kids that had to worry about that. But one week in school, it was probably, I'd say, early February. Early February it was. I started falling asleep in classes. I started slowly not like doing the things that were abnormal of me. Now, I'm not a person that naps a lot or ever sleeps in class. Like, I'm a very focused person and I pay attention a lot, so it was very out of character of me to do that. So my mom talked with my teacher and stuff, and they just figured, oh, maybe he's just been very exhausted, maybe from sports, something like that. But no, that was not the case. The next week I come into school and I just am feeling terrible. My this teacher even noticed it. My parents noticed it. I come home from school on a Monday and my mom looks at me, and I just was very, very skinny. I lost over 20 pounds in about 4 days, which is very unnatural and not normal, which isn't good for you. So then my mom started to worry. This then caused a lot of emotions going around in the family. And just worry, because you don't really know what to do with a 6th grade kid that's lost 20 pounds, that's athletic, eats a lot, and all of that stuff is just going down the drain. Like, not eating, not drinking, not doing the stuff that I normally would do. So we keep going on with the week, and I'm not feeling good. I'm getting sick. I'm just not doing the best. And so my mom's like, all right, well, we need to go into the emergency room. So she takes me to the emergency room. We get checked up and checked out and everything like that. And they diagnosed me with just a flu. They basically say, oh, you've got the flu. You basically are just gonna go home, take some medicine, rest, eat, and drink fluids. Basically to make sure I start feeling better. Well, after that week went by, I was not better. I was not feeling better at all. And so we went to the emergency room again, and they gave me the flu again. They said I have the flu. I must have a virus that's just keep lingering on. But that's not the case, because I shouldn't have lost that much weight. I was not eating, I was not drinking. It was just not a good mix. And so my mom then is like, all right, well, we need to figure something out with this, because 3 checkups, wait, what is that? It's 2 or 3 checkups. So on the 3rd checkup, nothing goes through. It's just sort of the same thing. And then the 4th checkup, you guys, was the checkup that determined everything. The doctor got me in. They were like, all right, well, this cannot be the flu. It can't be anything like that. So they're like, well, why don't we check his blood sugar? Because at home I was like asking for popsicles and stuff in the middle of the winter, like it was snowing, and it was just, my mom was like, what are you saying? Like, why do you want a popsicle in February? I mean, I still want popsicles in February, but why was I asking for a popsicle in February? Anyways, guys, so we get to the hospital or the emergency room, and they basically checked my blood sugar, and it was super high. And this is where they told me, they were like, well, this is insane, because that's literally like, I knew what was happening when they checked my blood sugar and it was super high, because I knew a couple kids in school, they had type 1 diabetes, and that's what they diagnosed me with. They sent me down to the main campus hospital in downtown Cleveland, and I had to stay there for 4 days. I then basically just had a lot going on. I had to talk to nutritionists. I had to talk to a lot of different people, because I didn't have the information I needed to know about being a type 1 diabetic, especially just being diagnosed with it. And so as those days go on, my mom, my dad, My mom stayed with me. My grandma was in and out, and then my dad had to work because it was just a busy week and stuff like that. And so basically, that's where I was diagnosed with becoming a type 1 diabetic. But the thing about that is they even told me, they were like, this, if we wouldn't have got this figured out, you probably would have died. And it just, that threw me out of it. Like, it was like, we went there 4 times and they did not tell me what was going on. Like, it was like, I was like, this is insane. And so after that, going into 7th grade, I mean, I was told I wasn't ever going to be athletically the same. There was a lot of doubt of people, like the doctors. They said you might not ever be able to play at the level you were playing at, or like be as athletic or anything like that. But I sort of was just like, because my dream's always been to play in the NFL, and that will be my dream for the rest of my life. Like, that's the top of the top, and that is my goal. And so as 7th and 8th grade go on, 8th grade I played football through all those I played football from 3rd grade all the way to 12th grade, so I was playing all the time. 7th grade was a gritty year. I was learning experience, just getting back into everything. 8th grade, you guys, I led the whole county in rushing. I mean, I rushed for 30 plus touchdowns and then ran for probably 2,000 something yards. It was actually insane. I mean, I had a couple games where I ran for 400 plus yards multiple times, and I had one game especially I ran for 500 yards and 5 or 6 touchdowns, which is insane. Like, that is not heard of. So that was just basically my key going into high school. I was the big name that the coach heard of. I mean, I played insanely good in 8th grade, but it was high school, so everything changes. And 9th grade was a learning year. Sophomore year, I went in, and after 9th grade, I started talking to some schools. I started getting camp invites, stuff like that. 10th grade, sophomore year, I basically was playing good. I was more of a defensive unit. I played a lot of offense though too. I rushed for almost 1,000 yards in my sophomore year of high school. Junior year, did the same exact thing, but became a standout on defense, and that's where I sort of made my mark heard and known, and that's where people started to hear my name a lot more than they were. And then senior year came around, and I just balled out. I played great on offense. I played great on defense. I mean, I racked up over 100 plus tackles on defense, and I rushed and passed as a quarterback, like a dual threat quarterback, running back type thing, for a whole bunch of yards. Scored a lot of touchdowns in my career, had a lot of tackles, had a lot of big hits. And guys, the moral of this story is just, there's a lot of things that people are going to say to you, and people are going to do, and people are going to, like, it's just, there's always going to be a person that's doubting you. And with that is just, you need to understand that doubt should be a fuel in your tank. Like, that should be the fuel people are dumping into your tank, and that it just motivates you to be better. Because doubt, you're never gonna get anywhere with doubt. I said that wrong. You're gonna go a lot farther with the people that doubt you, because they know you're up, and they know you're doing the right things, and they know you're doing the things that they wish they could be doing. So of course they're going to doubt you, because they don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you be at the top. But the moral of the story, guys, is make sure that you are not letting the doubters doubt you. And basically what I got from the story is overcoming all odds, what people never thought I would do. I'm doing now. I'm going to play Division I football. I basically did everything I said I was going to do through high school, and it's just been a blessing. And I just wanted to tell you guys basically my story. It's not something that's been easy to, I mean, it's easier to talk about now, but when I was younger, it was sad. I was like traumatized because I was very confused as to what was going on. I did not know what was going on. It was sort of just like, I don't really, honestly, I don't know. There was a lot of emotions when I was younger, especially about this topic, but I really do hope you guys enjoyed this story. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new, make sure to subscribe and turn the post notifications on, as well as comment something down below. Let me know how you guys like the video. Next video, I'm gonna, if you've watched it here, I am going to be doing a Noti gang, basically putting 4 people on the screen, basically who comment Noti gang, because they were notified when the video was uploaded and they watched the video. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's been Kenny, and I'm out.